So what is osmosis? Osmosis is what? The movement of water molecule. Listen it very carefully. What I am using the terms. The movement of water molecule from its higher concentration to its lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane is called osmosis. Dear children, one very important thing I want to suggest you, that whenever we are writing any definition, we have to use the terms which is given should be used. Because if you are adding your own words in these type of definition, so the meaning of that definition may vary or may change. So what is osmosis now? I will show it on the screen first, and after that we'll come to the root hair, how this root hair is performing this osmosis, and two small experiments also I am showing it on the slide. You can go through and you must be aware of the term osmosis. Fine. So first of all, this figure is divided into two parts, right? Right hand side part is having some small bubbles. Right now we are using this bubbles. Left hand side part is having more bubbles. Now we consider this circular object or bubbles, whatever you can predict that these are all water molecules. Means these blue bubbles are shown on the left side is all water molecules. These the red bubbles or the red circular objects which are present both the sides, maybe nutrients, maybe some other things. Nutrients means whatever manganese, iron, calcium and many more things that are called nutrients. So here we can clearly see the number of bubbles are more in left hand side and number of bubbles are very less in the right hand side. So now the first part of the osmosis is the process where water, now we are considering these bubbles as a water molecules, right? These water molecules from its region of its higher concentration. Now look at this term, higher concentration. What do you mean by higher concentration? Higher concentration means the number of molecules are more at one side, number of molecules of blue is less at the other side. Means high concentrated area of the water molecules, right? So the movement of, and you can see one black strip is also present over here in between, that we can say it is a semi-permeable membrane. Fine. Now this semi-permeable membrane acts as a selectively permeable membrane. Selectively means what? It is allowing some of the nutrients, some of the things inside it. Means it is only allowing some particles to be get inside in this part. So now the osmosis is very much clear that here number of water molecules are more, means the more the concentration of water. Now movement of water through a semi-permeable membrane, this is black perforated strip is considered as a semi-permeable membrane. Now the movement of water is start. And why it is start? Because here the number of water is less. So they are moving from more concentrated area to the lower concentrated area. This is only the osmosis. Same way, now we are looking at the root hair cell, how it perform over here. Now I am showing it how it happens in a root hair cell. Here the water is there. See, we are putting water here. Obviously, you know some little about the cell, that cell is having a cell organelle, cell sap, cytoplasm and everything. So obviously cell is having some fluid-like structure, fluid-like. I'm not using the word water inside the cell. Mark this. It is filled with some fluid-like structure. Okay. This fluid-like structure is having less number of molecules. But outside, when we water plant, outside the number of molecules of water is more. Means this portion is figure's left side. More concentration of water, more molecules outer side. Inside the cell, very few water molecules. I am not giving you the idea that no water molecule is here. Yes, there are some water molecules, but number is less. Now here the semi-permeable membrane. This is the plasma membrane we have already done. So this is the plasma membrane which is perforated. And now the movement of water molecule start inside the cell. This process, this whole process is called osmosis. Means when you are having the doubt in your mind that how this water is absorbed by root. So it is not exactly absorbed by root, but it is absorbed by the root hair. That root hair is covered by the epidermis. This epidermis is the outer covering. Inside this root hair, there is a selectively perforated plasma membrane present. Now this plasma membrane acts as a selectively permeable membrane, and that is why only water molecules are allowed inside it. With water molecules, there may be some minerals also getting inside. It is not only that only water molecules, because water molecules is mixes with the soil. Soil is a rich source of minerals and nutrients. So obviously from the soil, water is taking some minerals with it and enters inside in the cell wall, or we can say in the cell. Fine. So this is how the osmosis has been done. So now the process of osmosis starts. And up to when the osmosis starts, when these two are equalized. What do you mean by equalized? Number of water molecules are same over here. Then the position is called equalization position. It means the osmosis stop. Now inside the cell, many water molecules are present. Now these water molecules sent through the xylem to the leaves. So this is the process how water is intake in the plant. Okay. Now we are coming for two more experiment which is showing clear picture of osmosis, how the osmosis has been occurred. This is one activity which is showing how the osmosis has been done. See, we have some resin seeds with us. We are now putting some resin seed in bowl 1, or we can say bowl A, and some resin seeds we are putting in bowl B. Now we are putting some, or we are adding some water in bowl A, but in bowl B, we are not adding any water. We kept them aside. In bowl A, after 2 to 3 hours, when we check, we have seen these resin seeds swollen up. They swell up, and this shows clear osmosis process. What happened with these resin seeds? They get swollen, and why these resin seeds which are kept in the bowl B are not swollen? Because here no osmosis has been done. But in bowl A, the process of osmosis start. How it starts? Obviously, when resin seeds are dipped inside in the water, their outer membrane acts as a plasma membrane. And in osmosis, we have already seen that the higher concentration movement of water molecule from their higher concentration to their lower concentration. Now tell me students that in resin seeds, how much water you think present inside in the cell or inside in that seed? Very few, negligible. But here when we are putting water in this bowl, this water start entering in the resin seeds. It is a clear and a very simple example of osmosis. Here the resin seed coat, or we can say the seed membrane, acts like semi-permeable membrane. And this semi-permeable membrane allows water which is in more concentration in bowl A. Now I am not going to tell you again what is more concentration, what is less concentration. We have already seen by the picture, that is number of more molecules present one side, number of few molecules, water molecules present in other side. Up to the equalization position, the transportation of water molecules are going on and on. So this is known as osmosis, and we can see very clearly in this activity that a resin seeds swollen up, and after swelling up, these resin seeds shows osmosis. This is a very simple example or simple activity we have performed. Now one more activity I am having to show you, that it is a laboratory method. See, in laboratory also we can prove that there is osmosis happen. For that we required some of the instrument, or we can say some equipments we required, which is generally present in biolab. Fine. So look at the things required over here. So what we are doing, we are aiming or we are demonstrating the osmosis using laboratory apparatus. Then the things required. What are the things required? Thistle funnel. Now thistle funnel is a type of glass rod which is of this shape. This is a glass rod shaped thistle funnel. Here it is a mouth over here, hollow mouth. This is a glass rod present over here. Now how it works? Beaker you all know very well. So we required one thistle funnel, parchment paper. Now this parchment paper is available in laboratory. It can be a sheet of a bladder of any animal. It can be a perforated laboratory parchment papers, like act as a semi-permeable membrane. Fine. Rubber band, stand, water, sugar solution. Now you think why sugar solution is required? We'll see why sugar solution is required. Now what we will do, this thistle funnel is, we are keeping this thistle funnel in a beaker which is filled by water. But before putting this thistle funnel in the beaker, we have to cover this open mouth of the thistle funnel with the membrane, parchment membrane or bladder, whatever the things we are having, that we are covering it. Means we are covering that whole mouth of this thistle funnel by semi-permeable membrane, we can say. We are putting it with a rubber band. Now this will be attached with the stand. Clamp and stand. Okay. Now this is attached with the stand, so it cannot move and it is stable. Now the water is filled in the beaker. This is a glass beaker we have taken. We have inverted this thistle funnel and we kept this thistle funnel with beaker in this way. Now what is the sugar solution? Where it is used? Yes, this sugar solution is filled in this thistle funnel. Here we can use sugar solution. Now this sugar solution is filled here. We are marking this sugar solution's level, like we are keeping this sugar solution here. You can very well see now. This sugar solution is filled inside in thistle funnel and we mark, that is called initial marking. Initial marking. And we keep this whole setup for 3 to 4 hours or more than 3 to 4 hours also. After few hours, when we see, we are able to see that this initial marking is here, but some more water is added in this. So this is called final marking. So the first is initial marking and then the final marking. So what exactly has been happened over here? Through this semi-permeable membrane, water entering inside in thistle funnel. From here only it is possible because here only we are having a semi-permeable membrane. So water is entering inside in the thistle funnel and this sugar solution raises. The volume of sugar solution raises and after that it comes to the final marking. This shows that the water is water's movement is from their higher concentration, means more number of water molecules are going inside towards the less number of water molecules, and in this way we are performing osmosis experiment in laboratory also. I am just sum up the things with a few things, like first of all we have done what is transportation. Transportation means that water and food, how it conducts inside in the plant. The second thing, we require for this transportation two type of conductive tissues, or we can say vascular tissues. These vascular tissues are xylem and phloem. When we cut the stem, we can see the inner part, soft part is the xylem and outer part is phloem. Xylem is taking water from the root and provide towards the leaf or give waters towards the leaves. Now here leaves start working and as a result of photosynthesis, these leaves make their own food and this food is transported towards the whole plant. I am using the word whole plant, means up to the root through the buds, from the buds to root, means bidirectional. Now this food is distributed by phloem in bidirection, means on the upper part also and in the lower part also. Next we have taken absorption of water. Now when we see this root hair, root is having some hair-like structure which is called root hair. This root hair, when we see in the magnifying lens or we can see under the microscope, we have seen that the root hair is having a particular shape and this root hair is covered with a thin membrane called epidermis. Inside the root hair there is a perforated membrane which is called plasma membrane, and the term osmosis also we have discussed, and we have shown two activities which shows clearly how the osmosis works. Thank you students. We'll continue this lesson in the next session. Thank you very much.